Our Word add-in sits alongside your document in Microsoft Word. It gives you all of the functionality of our web app, which people have been using for 10 years plus. So if I'm sent a contract and I'm negotiating that contract, I can select a piece of text, present you the most relevant clauses, so you don't have to click around in our UI and narrow down, okay, show me clauses from this category in this type of contract in this jurisdiction. It just finds you the stuff. So I want people to use that Word add-in. So one of the things that we had done even before we launched Pro was make that a part of the setup process. When someone creates a new account and they become a customer, one of those nagging things in the checklist is that Word add-in. I want you to install that Word add-in because when you get it in there, it removes the need for it to be a destination. Most web apps or services that we sign up for, we have to go to them, and we have to think about it and think about the use case. And even when we're presented with an option where that solution that we know about and maybe are paying for might solve that problem, we don't always come to that conclusion. We don't always go there to solve that problem. If I can get you to install that Word add-in, you're far more likely to stay, you're far more likely to upgrade. And so it becomes a very important part of our marketing strategy.
It's sort of like, let's meet the customers where they are. I'm thinking of like physical example of products where you're not trying to sell something where you are, right? Like you're selling shoes, so you're going to be selling in shopping mall, or you're going to be selling where people run.
Yeah, that's a good example. And I even think of a more extreme example. Historically, there have been a lot of ad agencies in the world, and there might be a team of people all just for that one client. And in many cases, they would embed people from the agency in the client's office, right? They're actually working right here with you.
Yeah, they're a human plugin.
Exactly. And if I can have a personal assistant that's right by my side all the time, it's far different from having to think of reasons to call that assistant to come or make an appointment so I can go to them.
I feel like often, especially people who are maybe a startup or are product managers, and somehow they feel their product is their baby and it needs to have this whole like body around that, the web app or something, right? The whole thing. It's not about like how, like, for us it's cool like that there's this product, but like, let's go and meet people where they are.
But a lot of folks try and use their extensions, add-ins, apps as just marketing notification, like sort of Trojan horses, right? They use them like that. I installed I'll throw some shade on Gartner. Their mobile app is pretty rough. I get a notification once every 2 weeks, and it just says, come back to the Gartner app to look at your bookmarked content. It's totally different from the utility that one can get when it's working alongside someone's work. You think about the Grammarly extension. It's always there helping you to shape the words that you're about to hit send on in whatever web app you're working in. If I think back to a lot of the great products that I've used in the past, a lot of them started as Slack apps, or you can build on others' technology and start to introduce functionality where people can discover it in a new way.
Basically asking ourselves, where is our target audience? What do they use where they are, basically? And can we get into that environment? Can we get plugged into that? There are a lot of these plugins which actually just, instead of just giving you strong utility, they try to like pull you back to their platform. But they just try to take you from one platform. It's like fight from one platform to another, and then they sort of sacrifice the utility of the plugins. Okay, so if you're starting a company as a plugin or a product as a plugin, how does the promotional cost differ compared to starting in your own environment?
I don't know that it does. I think that no matter what, you have to have distribution and awareness, and so I'm not sure that it does. Now, the thing that you can grab onto when you're entering any sort of an ecosystem or a marketplace is that you can catch some momentum, right? If you have a website out there and you're pulling in people and people are signing up for your product, you're not rising in the ranks anywhere necessarily, right? With these marketplaces, you can rise in the ranks and you can maybe get in a top chart or in a search results for a specific use case if someone has that. So it can give you a leg up there, but it doesn't remove the need for awareness and just any other type of marketing activity you would do. And this is a 10-year-old company with a bootstrapped startup mentality.
If you were about to start the Law is Insider now, would you start it as a plugin or as a website, the way how you started before, how it was started?
But generally, if I were to start a business today, would I build on someone else's platform or not? Probably, I would look at any given opportunity, again, starting with the customer use case. Can I get embedded where they already are? Because these things are becoming more and more of an expectation. And if I can build for that use case first, then I'm probably going to get a leg up because I'm immediately adoptable. And I think that that's the consideration anyone should make is, can I get someone to immediately adopt what I've got if it adds utility to something that they do every day? And if you can answer that yes to that question, then I would definitely consider having a Word add-in, Chrome extension, whatever it may be, across platforms.
Chris, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.